Your girl got COVID. Yep, I got COVID. Yes, nasty coronavirus. Or as Cardi B would say,
Coronavirus!
Rona straight up came for me and knocked me the heck out.
You're getting shot!
And you wanna know the crazy part of it all? I couldn't even come home because I had a quarantine in a dang hotel room. I'm gonna share with you how I got COVID, why I was in a hotel in the first place, what my symptoms were, and what helped me get better. I'm hoping that by me sharing this with you today and just sharing my experience, I can help you some way or another. So without further ado, So the most popular question I've been getting is, how did I get it? Okay, so let me start from the very beginning.
Once upon a time, it was the first.
No, but seriously, it was the 1st of December and I needed to fly out to New York for a work trip. I was supposed to stay there ideally for 11 days, and so I landed, I checked in the hotel, worked for a couple days, and then on the 4th day, my mom hits me up telling me she was feeling a little under the weather. She goes and takes the test, and to all of our surprise, she tests positive. Then I realized, oh shoot, Mom, you literally saw me the day before I left New York. So that means I was exposed. But at this moment, I really wasn't worrying too much because I thought, oh, I'm really not feeling any symptoms, except maybe a runny nose and watery eyes, but it felt like allergies, and I get allergies with the change of weather, so I really didn't think much of it. As soon as I found out about my mom though, I did have to notify my team I was exposed, just in case, that way they were able to take their own precautions. And I think this is where it gets tricky with a lot of people, because I could have chosen to stay quiet and be like, I'm not feeling symptoms, so maybe I just won't tell people just yet. But I figured, you know what, it's just better that I take the safer route and I let them know, hey, my mom tested positive, I was exposed, I'm not feeling symptoms, but just want to let you know, keep your distance. And I had agreed that I was gonna go and take the test the next day. And the crappy part about this is that you don't want to be an inconvenience for people, but it's better to let them know than not saying anything at all. Now mind you, the day my mom came over, we were eating dinner, sharing food, hugging, you name it. And I was actually with my brother as well. But like I said, I wasn't feeling any symptoms, so I didn't think anything of it until
That night.
literally just a few hours after I had told the team, things changed for me. This leads me to my next question. What did I feel? I had body aches, chills, fever. I felt exhausted, like I just wanted to lay in bed. I didn't want to do anything. I noticed I gradually started to lose my sense of taste and my sense of smell.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
It's like, when you're congested, like with a regular cold, and you can't really smell things. It felt like that, except you're not congested. And so it's really weird. But losing your taste, that's completely weird on a whole other level. And to be honest, I was very sad I lost my sense of taste. I started freaking out thinking,
oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to cook now. I'm not gonna be able to taste anymore.
Here's a tip, guys. Do not Google things because literally you will go mad. Once I lost my taste and smell, that's when I knew, shoot.
I think I do have it.
I'm freaking out.
So I went the next morning to get tested, and oh my gosh, was that brutal. I had a hard time getting out of bed. I really didn't have the energy to walk, but no, I had to get tested just to be sure. So I walked a few blocks from the hotel to the nearest clinic, and I was actually staying in New Jersey. So in New Jersey, they actually offer free tests through what's called a CityMD location, where you just walk in, but you do have to wait about 2 hours just to get a number, and then they call you back so that you can test. And the test results actually come in 15 minutes. I had to wait about 2 hours that morning for the clinic open, and there was a huge line of people. During that morning, I also noticed my breathing felt a little funny. It's as if someone was pushing against your chest, but it wasn't too bad, just very uncomfortable. So I finally take the test, and sure enough, your girl's positive.
What did she say?
So they call me, they tell me, hey, you actually tested positive. I also got an email. The doctor told me that I needed quarantine for 10 days and that my first day would start the day that I first started showing symptoms. So for me, that was on December 4th. And so she told me that if I felt better, that I can, go home after the 10 days. Because she did notice I had a shortness of breath, I actually had to go to CVS and pick up an inhaler that was prescribed to me. And then I finally get to my hotel and I completely knock out for hours. I felt horrible during this time. I was letting my family and friends know about me testing positive, but honestly, I just wanted to knock out. Luckily, I did hear back from my team that everyone did end up getting tested as well, so that was a relief. And so now the next question, how did I survive this in a hotel? So once I tested positive, I also had to let the hotel know, just in case they had any policies or anything.
Stay in your rooms! This is an emergency!
They just told me, okay, well, we can't service your room, but any towels you need or any essentials you need, just let us know and we'll leave it outside your door. I had no food, no medicine, no teas, no drinks, nothing. I mean, I wasn't in the comfort of my own home like most people are. And so this is where family and friends really came through for me. And literally,
Somebody pass me a tissue. I'm a cut.
It makes me emotional just thinking about it because, I was scared. I was alone in a hotel. I was out of state, and it sucked not being able to be home, be in my bed, have a kitchen to where I could cook something if I wanted to. And in this moment, I was thinking, how am I gonna make it through these 10 days without having any of these things? And I mean, yes, I can DoorDash, but guys, I tell you, God is faithful. He was able to use so many people to just check in on me. I had family and friends donate DoorDash gift cards, and one of my friends, she really was my angel throughout that quarantine. She bought me water bottles, she bought me juices, she bought me ginger, limes. She bought me a tea kettle for me to make my teas and like mini stove warmer. She got me a pot as well to warm up my soup. She got me like 2 gallons of soup as well. And so I had vitamins donated to me, a little oximeter as well. The people in the hotel were very patient. I had a lot of deliveries coming in. I was really just overwhelmed and humbled by how much family and friends came through for me. It was just a blessing. And like I said, if I talk too much about it, I will get emotional. But it was hard those days. Like I would say the first 4 days, they were horrible, but luckily, I was able to get through it. I did start feeling a lot of rib pain, like my ribs, like pain on my ribs I think it was like on the 3rd and 4th day, which was really weird. And so I was told that usually that pain is due to your lungs. And so what would help me was laying on my stomach. The thing about COVID too is that you feel horrible and then you feel like you're getting better. And so I thought, on the 5th day, I feel better, I'm gonna get better.
Psych.
COVID does that to you apparently though. There have been friends and family who have told me that one day you feel great, literally the next day it's like you feel awful. It's not really a uncommon thing. COVID can be deceiving, y'all, and that's what really sucks about it too. But luckily, I felt better once I was done with my 8th day. So what helped me during this time? And these are the tips that I want to pass down to you guys because they really, really helped me. Drink lots of water. Healthy intakes such as ginger, lemon, elderberry, fruits, vegetables, proteins. So I did try to eat healthy during this time because your body just feels so weak. You really have to feed it nutrients. I also took a lot of vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc vitamin. So the first few days really didn't have much in the appetite, and so I would drink juices, and this is where the juices come in handy. I mean, you can't taste, so take advantage of that. Hey guys, Future Carol here. So as I'm editing this video, I realized I forgot to mention just a few things. One of the important things that I felt played an important part of my recovery was actually sea moss gel. My friend ordered me some sea moss gel specifically for me to add like a spoonful of it to every smoothie that I drank. And there are so many benefits to sea moss. It helps with skin, immunity. Honestly, there's just tons of nutrients that are packed inside this gel. So I'd highly recommend that you guys check that out. You can easily apply it to your everyday smoothies moving forward. I know that's something that I'm gonna consider now because I feel like it really did play a big role in my recovery. On my 4th day, that's when I really started to get hungry, and so I transitioned into having soup. I had tomato soup and a vegetable soup. But I did notice I'm very sensitive when it comes to taking vitamins, and if I don't take vitamins with proper food, then I will get nauseous. And so I started noticing that I was taking too many vitamins, and so I think that's what led me to feel a bit too nauseous. I drank lots of water and lots of tea. Also, Pedialyte was also a huge help. All these things will help you get the strength you need to really fight through this. Another tip that I really want to encourage you guys on is to control your anxiety. It is so easy for you to really go down a dark hole because COVID is scary. People have gone through it who didn't have any symptoms at all. Like my brother, he only had a headache, didn't even lose his taste or smell. So really he wasn't affected by it. But you also have people who are really affected by it and have unfortunately died from it. So to be honest, nobody really knows how they're gonna react to this illness, and so it's very easy for you to worry. It's very easy for you to get anxious. I had a friend who sent me a video of a guy who actually teaches you how to breathe, because I started to really freak out when I couldn't breathe properly and my lungs I felt my ribs hurt. I was almost afraid to fall asleep because I felt like, oh my gosh, what if I stop breathing while I'm sleeping? But these breathing exercises will literally help your anxiety and your breathing. One of the things that really helped me too was lying down on my stomach and just taking deep breath. That really helped calm my anxiety, and it helped be able to breathe a little bit more freely. I encourage you guys to control your thoughts. Think positive, hey, I am gonna get through this. I'm gonna give my body the things it needs to fight this. Obviously prayer, having friends and family really, I think, helped me. So communicate with them so that you don't feel alone during this isolation. I feel like COVID was really a huge mental and physical fight for me. I'm just so thankful for the community, the family, and the friends that I had to get me through this. Literally sending me texts, checking in on me, that is what helped me so much. Just to continue to fight, just to continue to tell myself, I am gonna get through this. I'm gonna get better. So yes, guys, COVID is a big deal. It is scary. Luckily, my experience was challenging because it was in a hotel. It was challenging because I did get all the symptoms, but I'm grateful it didn't get worse. I don't want to be insensitive to the families, that have been affected by this, who have probably had loved ones or know of loved ones who passed away. And that is why, guys, I think I learned that I just want to be able to do my part in, wearing my mask, washing, my hands, sanitizing things. I hope that, we can continue to do our part. We can continue to be responsible and just do the best that we can to help not spread things. It was pretty crazy and challenging, you know, having coronavirus and being quarantined in a hotel. I think the hardest part was just being away from home. But like I said, my community, my friends, my family is just, I felt so much love during my time there where I really didn't even feel alone. And I would say keeping in touch with people during this hard time is essential and crucial part to your recovery. So yeah, guys, that concludes my video for today. I hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know if this indeed helped you, or if you've experienced COVID yourself, what your symptoms were. Thank you for watching this long, if you ended up staying this long. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.